Hello, my name is Roberto Marston.
And my name is Sonia Sanchez, and we're part of the Research and Consumer Strategist team of El Club de Comerciantes, or in English, the Merchants Club.
El Club de Comerciantes represents small to mid-sized members of the retail community that serves Latinos in the United States.
El Club de Comerciantes' mission is to strengthen cooperation among entrepreneurs and work to promote the growth of Latino-friendly retailers. El Club accomplishes this mission by providing education opportunities, grassroots events, and trade shows oriented to improve business practices in the Latino retailer community.
But coming back to the retail side of the story, results relevant to mention are that as of today, Latinos' purchasing power is $1 billion, which is bigger than the GDP of South Korea. And by 2010, it is estimated that they will have a buying power of nearly $3 billion. That would represent a number bigger than the current GDP in Germany.
That's the reason that organizations across the country are innovating their business practices and switching their mentalities, not only in retail, but from the manufacturing to telecommunications to the banking industry.
Giants like Walmart, Home Depot, Procter & Gamble, Hershey's, McDonald's, and Bank of America are some of the leading enterprises innovating and creating entire lines of Latino concepts, products, and services.
Recently, AC Nielsen research found that Latino consumer spends half of its disposable income with traditional big box retailers, but the other half of the income is spent on non-traditional retailers, like the neighborhood mom-and-pop supermercados, convenience stores, and ethnic bodegas.
I was always wondering how a small ethnic store could get along being a few blocks or even on the same strip mall next to competitors like Walmart and Kroger.
And still make a profit.
Exactly.
Well, we were able to find out that small ethnic stores are able to recreate the purchasing experience from their small towns in Latin America, not only with the products that they sell, but the way the food is displayed also, and by creating an ambiance with the music and even the smells of their native country.
I'm sure they know how to deeply connect with a Latino heart.
Let's take a look at this fresh produce store in rural Georgia.
Échale, échale, Jalisco, agárrale por este lado, mire. Y aquí se cuenta con varias frutas frescas, mejor precio y cosas importadas de México que tenemos el cacahuate directamente de Jalisco, mire. Tenemos varias semillas ahí de frijol, mire, semilla de calabaza, mire, tenemos haba fresca, mire, garbanzo, mire, la comba directamente de Michoacán, mire.
That really looks exactly like a store somewhere in Mexico or Central America, doesn't it?
Yeah, did you see the vendors talking to their customers? That's like one country inside another country. Can you tell me which towns came to your mind when I said Latino neighborhoods?
I would say Spanish Harlem in New York, Little Havana in Florida, or Los Angeles, or maybe even San Francisco.
What was very interesting to find out is that 50% of Latinos live inside the cities, but most of the other 50% live in suburban neighborhoods. And in many of the cases, those towns are also populated with Hispanic bakeries, supermercados, and all those retail operations that recreate a small downtown in Latin America.
Can you think of any places like that?
Well, for instance, some good examples are the cities of Charlotte, North Carolina, Norcross, Georgia. North Carolina has experienced a 400% increase in their Latino population. And over the past 10 years, Georgia has experienced a 320% increase.
But on the other hand, how are retailers able to understand the needs of their consumers? For instance, how do you understand the fashion, the styles, and Latinos' passion for their clothing?
I'm glad you mentioned that. As you know, in the Latino community, there's a big celebration for all the big events of life, like baptism, Sweet 16 parties, weddings, and so forth. Now this may be hard to understand because the first thing you think of is that these folks have a low income. However, like I mentioned, they do celebrate life on a large scale, and part of that celebration is the formal clothing.
But how about in smaller events like Sunday Mass or birthday party? How about everyday life?
That is a great question. And instead of answering, I want to share with you some of the images of a few small fashion shows, a formal shop, pictures of Chicano and Pachuco clothing, and also a segment of an interview with some customers and the salespeople in a store that sells Western style clothing.
Let's take a look.
I'm ready.
¿Qué sombreros te gustan, primo? ¿Qué sombrero te gustaría?
No, más o menos.
¿Por qué, primo?
Es que luce más con la con esta parte aquí, cortito,
Sí.
luce más.
¿Y te gustan las botas, primo?
Sí, claro, aquí están.
A ver las botas. ¿Cuánto salen unas botas como estas tan elegantes, primo?
En $350, $400.
$350. ¿El pantalón? ¿Cuánto sale ese pantalón?
En 48 me costó.
¿Cinturón?
El cinturón, 150.
¿La camisa?
60.
¿El reloj?
El reloj, 75.
O sea, ¿cuánto tienes aquí? ¿Cuándo tienes en uniforme? A ver.
No, pues, como unos $800.
Well, that was great, but now let's talk about the food. Do you know that upscale restaurants in the US are starting to develop the Mexican version of a sandwich?
What is that? The torta?
Exactly! I think that's great news, don't you think?
Wow.
It is great news. But what I want to say now is that the other day, I found a great place on our internet called The Great Taco Hunt. It's a blog spot from a taqueria expert who developed a great site called A Guide to the Los Angeles Taco Scene.
Let's take a look at some pictures from this website. Those pictures show part of this culinary tradition.
Well, that was great, especially those tacos with green salsa.
Also, we want to show you a few more pictures from California of a place called Plaza Mexico. It's not your typical strip mall. When fully developed, the 36-acre site will have over 450,000 square feet of retail, food, and office space. Let's take a look at the advancements of this project.
Wow, that was amazing. They even had an old church like in Taxco, Mexico, and an Independence Angel like in Mexico City. We need to go visit that place.
That was a great project. Now we want to show you a closer look at small retailers, and after that we want you to meet some vendors, clients, and even some US Latino kids. So the next video segment is going to be a few stories from a Latino perspective. We will learn something about their world through their own eyes.
We will show you some videos of small store owners, and the last segment will be some great insights from Latino teenagers in Georgia.
My name is Alex.
And my name is Gabby. I'm 15.
15. Where are you born?
In Texas.
You speak Spanish?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
I don't know how can they wear those boots everywhere.
Really?
Those tight pants,
You don't like those shoes?
those
Really?
taco hats.
You don't like that? How about your dad? Your dad doesn't wear
No,
that?
he doesn't wear that.
Really?
He likes hearing Duranguense, but he don't like it.
My favorite brand,
Yeah.
Lacoste, you know.
Lacoste?
Tommy, like
Really?
right now I wear Tommy shirt,
Tommy.
Nautica.
Really? Nautica?
Yeah.
How about for shoes? What's your favorite brand for shoes?
My favorite brand of shoes is always Nikes, you know.
Nikes. Really? And you?
Will be my polos,
Your polos?
Pumas,
Pumas?
Lacoste. But yeah, I grew with 21.
Really?
It's one of my favorite stores too. Yeah.
Oh, nice. How about your shoes? Tell me about your shoes.
I just got them yesterday. They're
Really?
Timberlands.
Timberlands?
Yeah, they're
How much you pay for those shoes?
to be honest, a pair, but $35.
Oh, that's $35. Really?
Desperté en la misma casa, en el mismo cuarto y en la misma cama, donde te amé. Hey, eso me pone down.
Well, that is all for today. It's been a pleasure to share this conversation with you, and thank you for being a part of El Club de Comerciantes.
Our mission is to strengthen cooperation among entrepreneurs and work to promote the growth of Latino-friendly retailers. Remember, El Club de Comerciantes can keep you close with the Latino-friendly retail community.
El Club de Comerciantes is all about our stores and our neighbors.